You are listening to the Built to Grow podcast.
All right, welcome back to the Built to Grow podcast. I'm your host, Tim Lyons, here in a quarantined gym, HQ, sunny Scottsdale. Joined, as always, by the Viking of Virtue, Randy Angston. What's up, guy?
Good day, sir.
Good day.
It's a little weird.
Here we are in an empty gym. It's no music. Nobody's training right now. It's the parking lot's empty. It's kind of weird, but we're in here. Don't tell anybody. We're in here working. We're working. One of our clients in Australia who's doing videos in his gym, he got shut down. The cops came. Told me he couldn't even do videos in his gym.
How wild is that? Yeah, and this is the second time they've been there. Do you know that? Yeah,
yeah,
they were there the other day. They told him, obviously, just making sure he didn't have any clientele and such.
Yeah.
And they settled on the fact that, okay, cool, your staff could be here and so-and-so. And then they showed up again and said
no go. That's a tough position. I think everybody's kind of trying to figure it out. You know, nobody really knows the rules. And there's a gym down the street here throwing ads out talking about how they're still open.
It's
that's not a good move, in my opinion.
I think it's too late in the game for that now.
Yeah. So a couple things before we get started. We've got a great episode on some things that you should be doing right now to grow and maintain your growth through this kind of weird period we're in of being shut down. The CLA workshop is still on. It's in a virtual platform, so we're going to be doing this on April 23rd and 24th. What is the URL for that?
Sure, pfmarketingsolutions.com/automation.
That's right, /automation. We've knocked off $500 off the price.
Mm-hmm.
This is as low as it's going to get, so jump on board. If you're interested in building out your automation systems while you've got actual time to work on your business, I think this is a beautiful time to just do that.
Actually, and I don't even know if, here's funny, I don't even know if Tim knows, but we are throwing out that special, that bonus for anybody who does sign up for the workshop is going to get access to the information we're going to talk about today.
That's right. We
there
did
you
talk
go.
about
Yeah.
that. So if you're interested in what we have to talk about on this show, you want the funnels, you want the ads, you want the campaigns all, shown to you so you can build this. That's the bonus, so you can grow while you're waiting for the workshop to start. So even better. So pfmarketingsolutions.com/automation. Get in on the workshop and sit in the comfort of your own quarantined home and build out the CLA with us live.
I love it.
All right, so a lot of the things going around right now is like, how do I grow, or what can I do to grow, or can I grow during this downtime? I think for the first week and a half, 10 days or whatever, it's been about the defensive, trying to keep every client you have, trying to maintain the revenue coming in. There are some gyms that completely shut off and froze all memberships. While we talked about that a couple episodes ago, I think that is a bad idea. There are some gyms that made the decision. We're not going to offer anything else. Just we'll freeze everybody until we're back open again. But there are gyms right now running online training.
Yeah.
We're running it. We're doing great with it. It's actually pretty fun.
It's good.
Our coaches are in here running the programs. And we want to talk to you about what we're offering here at this gym and what some other gyms are offering that seem to be going pretty well.
Yeah, and something that we've been talking about in our marketing group is the fact that because it is such an interesting time, a lot of the advertisers on Facebook have pulled back. And, traditional businesses where you're pulling from the same pool as everybody else, driving people into a brick and mortar or storefront, you don't have that ability. A lot of businesses don't have that luxury right now. And so they've shut off their ads.
Cut their ads off, yeah.
Yeah, but that does leave the door open for
people to step in.
Yes.
So a lot of like you were saying, businesses can't operate. So like, why would they run ads?
Correct.
While gyms we can actually run some ads right now, and we're getting really, really good low CPMs have dropped. And if you're doing some purchase things, and we're going to talk about kind of what the offer should be right now, you can pick up some low CPA, which is cost per acquisition. I've seen it. We're seeing it. So let's go back, kind of review what all these acronyms even mean. So CPM, this is the one that's driving the low cost per lead right now. So CPM means cost per 1,000 impressions. And if you think about Facebook as a platform where you're paying for the impressions, you're paying to show your ads to your target.
Yep.
And there's a limited supply of impressions any given day in the marketplace. So you're sharing those impressions with all the other advertisers, and it doesn't mean just gyms. We're talking restaurants, jewelers, dentists, dog groomers, coaches, anybody that wants to advertise to your demographic, your target audience, is using up those impressions.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's only so many to go around. And the old standard supply and demand, the supply is static.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning it doesn't change. They can't make. Well, they're trying to make more like
available. Places
to show ads. But the supply is static, but the demand is low right now because of what you said earlier. People are closed; they're not running ads.
Yeah, businesses were forced to pivot. I mean, fitness had to.
Yes.
But not a lot of other businesses had kind of the luxury of being able to serve a client.
Yeah, think about
remotely.
Think about a restaurant. You
Correct.
need people to come in, sit down, eat, and leave. Now they're trying to do some takeout stuff, and restaurateurs that I've talked to are down like 80-85%.
Did you see? Was it the lizards?
Twisted Lizard?
Yeah, closed for good.
I could see it.
These. I mean, we're talking what, a few weeks worth of no business, no revenue.
Well, yeah, it eats it up, and then now your rent's due, and most businesses don't have a 3, 4, 6 month cushion of base operating expense sitting in an account. They're playing it. They need the money now, so they can spend it now, and that's just the nature of
cyclical,
business.
sure.
Yeah, and so going back to CPMs, I went and looked at we were running ads just before the virus hit,
mm-hmm.
and we're running ads now, and our CPM from before the virus hit was between $35 and $40
mm-hmm.
dollars. And after the virus, i.e. right now, it's $9, $10. So everything's about 60 to 70% reduced. That means 60 to 70% of the people have pulled out of their ads.
Yeah.
What does that mean for gym owners? Get your ass out there and start promoting. Now, what do we promote? This is where we're kind of standing in one corner, but there's two camps. There's the camp that says, hey, I want to grow my business. Let's try to make money right now. Let's try to get people into programs where they purchase online. And then there's the other camp. This is the camp we're in, is let's serve the community, build goodwill, and try to gather as many leads as possible for the future.
Correct.
And right now we're seeing both work, which is great. If you can make money right now and that's your stick, do it. If you're like myself, we went the other route, and we went with like a gives back program,
mm-hmm.
to where we're just giving away one workout a day until this thing's over. So we kind of set up a time, 12 p.m. That's just for new people,
mm-hmm.
and we have our coaches coming in and coach. Some of our clients are in there too, and we're running ads right now. We're getting cost per lead between $2 and $4, where it's usually $25, $35.
That's huge
in this area. And then the other guys are out there. They're running paid programs, 6-week in-home programs, 8-week in-home programs. And what we're seeing is there is a demand for exercise. People want to exercise. So when I was leaving the gym last week, I was telling you, man, there were so many people outside riding bikes in the trails. It was everywhere.
I just saw an awesome meme, and how the internet is just golden right now.
Yeah.
But it was normal life, and it was a family sitting on the couch, and everyone's got their iPads and their phones out, and nobody's paying attention to each other, just glued. And it's like during quarantine, and everybody's outside running.
Yes,
and it's so true.
It is.
I mean, up by me, the trails, everybody's outside. It's incredible, but that's gonna. Like we talked about in the previous episode, like it's going to continue. People realize. Not only do the people that want to be in the gym want to go back into a gym,
mm-hmm.
but with all of the constant conversation around what it takes to prevent something like catching, the coronavirus or something like that, fitness and your health is it's right back in the limelight. And I'm like I said then, I think that we're going to see the resurgence. I think coming out of this, we're going to see a bigger boom in fitness than we saw for January.
I'm hoping so.
Sure.
I can see the stars are aligning that way, but I'm also seeing that maybe because people have been forced to work at home, they may enjoy it better than going to the gym. Maybe. Oh, yeah,
I think some of the people will be exposed, but like we've talked about before, though, I mean, it might be their first introduction to that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're going to be staying there. I think there should be an offering.
This is evolving right in front of our eyes right now. And what I said when we did our, I guess we recorded it as our last episode. The 35 gym owners that were on the event. So we hosted just a face-to-face meeting.
I called it like a round table.
Let's get a bunch of gyms in a room and let's chat it out, because people don't know what to do right now. Gyms don't know what to do right now. And I found it a little irritating that I saw immediately when the coronavirus hit and one gym was shut down. There was all of a sudden blueprints and game plans that people have designed to sell you into, like, here's the playbook for the coronavirus. This is what you need to do. And to be honest with you, everybody was guessing.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think it was poor. We decided to hold back because we were in the middle of it just like everybody else, and we didn't want to just like throw stuff out there just to try to get leads.
Yep.
We're seeing it settle down right now. Now we're seeing ads that are working, and if you want the exact playbook of what we are running, because it is now proven, that's what we're giving away when you sign up for the CLA workshop.
Yep, I actually just turned all those assets into templates essentially. So
we've got the funnels, we've got the ads, we've got the images, whatever you guys need, we're going to give it to you when you join as a bonus. So, and we'll do a little training on it too once you sign up. So if you're interested in what's working right now, when this comes out, this is coming out on Tuesday. There's still going to be several weeks that you can leverage those assets and jump in on that. So that's a big, huge bonus. We've seen, I think today I looked, 147 leads come through since Sunday, and today is Friday. So 5 days.
Yeah.
And we launched them Sunday night. So just figure all day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're half of the day through Friday. 4.5 days, 147 leads. We're seeing between 20 and 30 people show up on those lives. We've converted 3 people into just a paid plan, which is our $25 a week thing, and that's part of the funnel. And it's all in there, guys. So if you want that, it's working. Our thing is we want to give back, but if people want more, here's your opportunity to buy into that.
Yeah, I wanted to touch on that too, because we in that funnel, like Tim's saying, we have an opportunity to expand on the offer and pay, for the expansion. Our intention is not to, be wealthy, create, massive wealth through this, pandemic. We're here to provide a solution to a client's needs. And so it's a very small, offer. It's a few bucks a week. It's nothing like, selling full memberships during this time. I think that, I think that would be a very difficult to sell. But I've seen it. I mean, I've seen some people that have pivoted on, with the unknown variable there. I think it was the 12 that was doing it. They were offering the remainder of the year as a paid in full as a flat dollar amount.
Yep.
Just to try and get some cash flow, while your doors aren't open, but you're passing along. It's almost a gamble. You know what I mean? Like, people that are taking it are like, okay, do I think that we're going to be back in 3 weeks? Is it going to be 2 months from now?
That's
we don't know.
Thing. Yeah,
but
we don't know. If you listen to Trump, it's Easter, but
yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. It's funny. I was in here on Tuesday night during we were running one of our live streaming workouts at 6 p.m. Tim Senior was in here. He had to pick up some stuff and some equipment. Actually, he wanted to borrow some equipment. And I'm standing there, and all these people's little faces are on the screen. And Coach Mike was training, and I'm sitting back with my dad. And I'm like, you know what? You could do this in a 600 square foot little tiny shoebox of a place.
The one thing that
but I said, here's the issue. You can do that, but here's the problem. You need all the clients, and all the people that are clients of ours are in the Zoom, and that's why it's working. I find it it's going to be a little bit more difficult to just get a shoebox of a studio and run virtual workouts with no clients.
Yeah, absolutely.
To get them in, I think that's the tough part. And also, the clients that are with us, they're doing this because they have to, not because they want to.
Exactly. And they're feeling some of the pain just as much as we are. It was before we got on. I was in the Pulse member community. And I was just reading your last post about, I think it was you, about some of the things, that you've experienced throughout this. How was your fitness journey maintained?
Yeah, Zach.
As Zach posted, as well as, what have you learned about, I can't remember exactly how he worded it, but people, there was realizations of, when I'm not in the gym every day, it does become, like out of sight, out of mind. Mm-hmm. It's not that regular routine. So I guarantee that there are some of those people that, still battle the comfort of oh, well, I'm in my own home, and
am I going to log on?
Yeah, exactly. Is it too much work? It's one thing to get in the car and drive to the gym.
And
you're doing it.
Yeah, you're focused on it.
But to get your ass off the couch instead of...
Yeah, we're 1 week into this thing, and I was telling Zach Monday, I was like, I think we got 30 days of maintaining, and we're going to see another wave of people like, hey, this isn't working for me. I need a freeze. Because originally they came in to be in a gym and work out with a coach, and we're not giving them that. We're giving them a virtual coach
representation of that, sure,
which is not nearly as good. As much as you think you can see people's forms when they, if their camera's set up and they're going down into a push-up position, they're off the screen, and you're not going to ask them, hey, move your camera down on each set. It's like kind of some weird nuances, but it's working right now. And I don't know how long. I think 30, maybe 40 days into this, and then the next bill hits, and then we're going to start saying, hey, I'm just going to wait until it opens back up. Any gym out there that hasn't seen cancellations and freezes, unless you have like 50 or less clients, I think you're lying. I just do. I just don't see how your clients are sticking with you 100%, paying the same exact what they were paying, and now getting the virtual stuff. There's people saying they haven't lost any, but I'm calling your bluff. I think you're lying, because there's no possible way that everybody's. If you're under 50 clients, maybe you can control that. But if you're 300, 400, 500 clients, I guarantee you're losing people.
Well, I would agree to that, but I would say that it's, in my opinion, it's going to come down to that first reoccurrence of their bill. Yep. So like that full 30 days that they haven't been in a facility, that's when they're going to feel it, and they're going to make that decision based upon, they feel that money coming out of their pocket, but they haven't received that same level of service that they're really comfortable paying for. So that's going to be the tell.
Yeah,
that 30-day mark is
I know
the tipping point.
I'm not looking forward to it. We've been clobbered. It is what it is. We did go through it yesterday, and the 90% of them are freezes and not cancels. Yeah. Some of the things we couldn't prevent. There's a lot of, like, we call snowbirds that come in, and when this virus was creeping up and the travel bans were, they just left.
Yeah, they left early. Sure,
they were going to leave in May. They left in March, and we're not. There's nothing we could have done about that. So those ones have canceled, and we won't see them back until October, November. But whatever, we're going to keep growing. I think we can come out of this thing with 1,000+ leads that we can, new people that we can now market to because of the ads we're running right now. Everything's on sale. So here's your kick in the ass. Go put something out. And to be honest with you, the people that I'm seeing putting ads out, they're not even that good, and they're still working.
Well, and here's the thing, guys. If you're sitting around just waiting, you're just literally you're doing nothing, and there's no tell as to when that's going to change. Like, you need to be taking some action, and this is a perfect way of at least growing your list, at least having people to have that conversation with. At minimum, like you need to be doing something like this. You can't be sitting around and just checking, the news every day based upon when exactly. Because and there are. I've talked to a handful of gym owners, and I'm poking, like, guys, like, it's all right in front of you. Like, do it.
I did a live today, a Zoom with the STS and the Iron Circle today, and I just had everybody in. I showed everybody what we're doing. And because we're admins on a lot of their accounts still, all of a sudden I'm seeing the ads getting approved, and I'm like, good. Because a lot of them weren't running ads.
Exactly.
And it's not their fault. They're scared. They pulled their money back. They stopped subscriptions on MyZone and anything they could to stop the bleed. But marketing is another one.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, and here's the thing, and something to be said about what an ad can be. An ad can be just exposure. It could be, hey, we're here in the community. We want to provide a solution. You don't necessarily need to be looking for that paycheck today. You know what I mean? And it goes back to the reason that we did this. We wanted to provide value to the community, serve the people who have no option for fitness to walk into a fitness facility, get in their ear, open that line of communication. Those people are going to be, looking for a fitness solution here as soon as that restrictions are lifted. So
yeah, but I don't know if the stigma of germs and being close to people is going to wear off the day it opens. It might still be a little bit of a lag.
Sure. Until
life is as normal again. But let's talk about some good news for a second. The CARES Act that went through the Senate, passed, went through the House, passed. It's on Trump's desk, and just before this, you got the word that he signed that into effect. By the time this episode comes out, we will have already had our call. We're doing a review on the CARES Act and how you can take advantage of it. So we're going to record that, and that'll be in a couple episodes. But if you're listening to this and you haven't jumped on looking into the SBA, there's some huge benefits, huge benefits coming our way for once ever. I think the government's actually gonna look out for us. It's usually big business. It's usually the auto bailout and the big banks
airlines
and stuff, and the airlines.
yeah.
Like this is amazing. Never in my life have I ever expected a handout or anything, but in this situation, hey guys, this is not our fault.
And that's what I want to drive home too, because a lot of people are talking about how this is the capitalism's failed, and this is the now the government's going to come bail you out, but you're not into this whole socialist push and stuff. Well, guys, this isn't a social. It's a bailout after the government just told you can't operate your businesses. This has never happened before.
No.
This is different than just you not being able to survive and the government stepping in and saving your ass. This is them saying you can no longer operate your business. We're going to come in and help you out because we made that happen to you.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. And
it's a huge difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So no, this is not a socialist handout.
Yeah, this exactly. It's not charity. It isn't. This
is like, we were forced to close. The government told us to, and they had to because I think we're seeing a little bit of a slow. I haven't been paying that. I mean, I'm watching the CARES Act stuff, but
the last 24 hours, it depends on what you what you want to look at as far as your baseline for measurement. The news is saying that we've now surpassed every other country as the total number of cases,
yeah.
But we're also testing more people than any other country in the world.
Right.
So, of course, we're going to have higher numbers of those. In my opinion, isn't a bad thing as long as it's not, from this point forward, continuing on an upward trend.
Yeah.
Look, we need to know who has it, so we're going to be doing the tests,
so
and we're doing all of that.
There's just as many sick people in other countries. They're not testing.
Yeah, exactly. So that's been the problem.
So stay safe, everybody. Keep an eye on the CARES Act. Get your ass out on Facebook and give. If you're going to be that gym that wants to sell, that's on you. That's not our recommendation. Our recommendation is to gather goodwill, give back. There's a million things you could do. Ours is the free workout. I've seen free 14 days. I've seen free 21 days.
We have a client that's doing free 6 weeks.
Free 6 weeks.
And he's getting more, and he has an upsell option, and he's crushing it that route.
Yep.
So he's going to do a video. David. So David's going to do a video in the marketing talk. If you're not in that group, jump on Facebook.
Yep. And he's leveraging CLA to run the whole
exactly.
thing.
And so and that's the beautiful thing. And David will talk to that. He'll give you his direct take in the video, but we had a conversation the other day, and he's like, I'm not having to battle and figure out a bunch of things. I've set this up. The CLA is the communication that's happening, and it's converting people into paid versions of his free 6 week.
Beautiful.
And all he had to do is, and he told me outright. He goes, I'm not even good at this. He's sending me screenshots. He's like, I suck at this stuff. But he followed our lead as far as where he needs representation, plugging them into CLA, letting the communication do its thing, and the clients are you're saying the right thing to the right person at the right time. And
they're reacting and giving them money for it.
Exactly.
It's a great thing. There's ways to do it, guys. The CLA, pfmarketingsolutions.com/automation. I highly suggest you jump on that now so you can have it built out. We're going to build it out over 2 days. We're also giving you a nice bonus of 30 days of support. We're doing weekly calls in a private Facebook group for 30 days after the CLA, so make sure the thing's up and running and good to go. If you're interested in that, head over to that link. Guys, this is the time to take action. Don't be nervous because everything's on sale right now. Those leads you get today, maybe it's 3-4 months from now that they come in, but at least you got them. Once you own the lead, you can continue to market to them over and over. You don't have to pay for that lead again. You own it. That's it for now. Stay safe. Wear your NS95 masks and use that hand sanitizer. And stay safe, guys. All right, until next time, keep changing lives. See you. Bye.